Welcome back. Today another one from White Birch Brewing of Hooksett, New Hampshire. This is their barrel-aged Total Chaos. The barrel-aged Total Chaos is an Imperial Porter. And according to the description, it says, getting back to our home brewing roots, this Imperial Porter recipe was designed to complement the flavors and aromas of the barrel we used. So, they often use oak barrels when they brew their beer, so this may have an oak feel to it. As typical for White Birch, for people who really like to know a lot about their beer, this has the whole description. This was brewed May of 2011. It was bottled May of 2011. This is from batch number 1, and there are only 180 bottles in this batch. Not sure which one this is. I think they've gotten rid of numbering the bottles for some of their beers. And the alcohol by volume, the ABV, is 8% ABV. So it sounds like a pretty decent, ABV level for a porter, a little higher than a lot of porters. So looking forward to digging into this one. So without further ado, let's take off the cap on this and see what happens with it. May 11, so that's about 10 months old since it was bottled, so I haven't had it that long, but it's been in the store and in the brewery, for a period of time, waiting to be picked up by me and other people who stop in. So, give it a pour. A porter. Right. Let's see how we're doing here. There it is. Okay. Definitely has a nice looking color to it. Nice and dark, I mean, really, really dark. I'm hanging it up to the sunlight up here, and it's so dark, it's charcoal black, really to the point of opaque. You can't see through it at all. Let's check out the aroma. Oh, there's a fascinating aroma going on here. Definitely getting the oak barrels, or whichever barrel they used. I think it's an oak barrel, and that aroma is sort of what's kind of guiding the rest of the aroma on this. There's a nice mellow, subtle yeast activity going on, and also kind of a dark malt feel to it, but really that oak barrel is what's kind of leading the way. But it's a pleasant aroma. It's a really appealing and pleasant aroma. Let's check out the taste on this. This is a fascinating tasting beer. It's definitely unique. The body on this is kind of creamy, kind of smooth. Falls into the medium category, I would guess. Maybe a little heavier, probably higher than medium. Higher than medium body. But it's so noticeable that this oak barrel is really in the taste as well as the aroma. It just kind of pulls the thing together in a unique fashion. You're not getting the chocolate and smoky type sensation of a typical porter. It's the oak barrel, which is really, or the oak aroma, the oak flavor, which has really sort of taken the upper hand on this. I'm trying to say this in a good way because I'm actually very much enjoying this beer. 8% ABV, but the alcohol is, you don't notice it, not at all. I'm not picking up any of that. The bitterness is sort of light to moderate, not a heavily bitter beer. But kind of a touch of a slight astringency, but that might be just another way to kind of define it as clean, clean finish. Sweet to some degree. It's definitely a very interesting beer. It's one because it was apparently fermented in the oak barrel. It just adds a whole different dimension to this beer. it doesn't have the typical porter taste that you come to expect, where you get, you know, some cocoa and some chocolate and some smokiness and things like that. You know, the oak flavor comes in. Now for me, I like the way this goes together and makes up this beer. Some people might not care for that much because they like the typical tastes that come with a porter, the smokiness and the other things I've mentioned. People like the taste of a porter and know that's what to expect in a porter, and really don't want to fool around with it too much. But in this case, this just kind of enhances it in an interesting way, plays down all those chocolate and darker malts and brings out the oak barrel. A slight fruity thing of some kind, almost slightly fruity to some degree. So a very interesting, very nice beer, easy to drink. That's it for today. White Birch Barrel Aged Total Chaos. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.